The end of the world came and went, leaving behind oceans of deserts and crumbling towers once teeming with life. From the desert, a lone wanderer comes in search of something. Whatever it is, it's located at the top of a gargantuan pillar, standing above the dunes. No one is here anymore. Only their ghosts linger. Notes, diaries, hastily scribbled messages to loved ones. They all tell a story. The traveler never speaks, yet their silence allows us to fill in the void with empathy, longing, and vivid dreams of what this place once looked like. Jusant is the latest game from Don't Nod, the studio behind story-rich titles like Remember Me and Life is Strange. They've always been ambitious, but at times, it has always felt like their ambition has exceeded their budgets. That isn't the case here. Jusant is the perfect marriage of concept, story, and gameplay. Its simple mechanics betray a deeper experience, one that is reminiscent of classics like Eco, Shadow of the Colossus, and Journey. Your mission is simple. You must climb the tower. The road is perilous, but never deadly. If you fall, you will end up at the ledge you started from. This isn't like getting over it. Difficulty isn't the point. But neither is rushing to the top. Whatever answers await there are only a part of the big picture. Jusant captures the feeling of wandering in ancient ruins beautifully. You can't help but imagine who lived here, how they felt, if they loved someone, and did they leave or die alone in this place. The pages left behind tell of a world where the ocean still surrounded the tower. People would come and go on great ships, bringing gifts and stories from distant lands. Some took up schooners and left in search of a different life. Others stayed behind and poured their heartbreak on the pages we now read. Others, when they understood the situation became desperate, took their ships, pointed them in a direction, and were never heard from again. Then the ocean receded, and the tower stood alone in the sand. Those that remained could only dictate their story to the ages, as they waited for the end. Jusant is the French word for the ebbing tide. Playing it feels very much the same way. You climb, and the tide rolls back, gathering momentum. As you reach another platform, it rolls back in, pouring with it all the emotions and questions that the new levels bring. It's an elegantly designed experience that feels simple, but is filled with nuance and complexity under the surface. It understands the vocabulary of melancholy and communicates it to the player expertly. Traditional mechanics exist in the form of platform puzzles, which are all cleverly designed and rarely frustrating. Your companion, a pudgy little thing that could exist in a Hayao Miyazaki movie, is always there to help. It points the way, communicates with nature, and is your one friend in the bleak desolation. By the end, when I reached the top, I wanted to go back down and start the journey all over again. After all, everyone I had met on the way was still there, waiting for me to pass by one more time. Jusant is one of the best games of 2023. Make every effort to play it,